Let's see what this quiz is about. This is Jucleus High Priest.
Ariel, my friend.
Level 45 in progress. Testing your metal. Ah, good. You're here. How have you been getting on, Synergy? It seems only yesterday that I conducted your ceremony, and yet here I am, just about to send to the very linchpin out of war. I have kept tabs on your progress, and the moment has come to test your metal one final time. What must I do to prove my worth, Jucleus? Let's see what
After the cataclysm destroyed the Tower of Eternity, our people gathered at the base of the ruined tower. 5 of the Empyrean lords had survived, and under their guidance, we built a new city, Sanctum, and began to repopulate the sun-blessed lands of Elysia. Despite our progress, we worried about mysterious fissures that appeared without warning. Those who went into the fissures never came back.
the fissures.
Our leaders, who now called themselves Seraphim Lords, sent an expedition force into one of the fissures. Those who left Elysia that day didn't know whether they'd ever return. Yet they did return, and they told us of a place both frightening and wondrous. A place of chaos, made of wreckage from the Tower of Eternity, and overflowing with so much ether that flying was effortless. We called it the Abyss, and our explorers soon learned that they were not alone. The Balar, our ancient enemies, called the Abyss home. The Seraphim Lords ordered the Legion of Storm, led by Deltras, to explore every corner of the Abyss. They left Sanctum amid much fanfare. Deltras and his Legion found an unusual fissure in the Abyss. They bravely stepped through, not knowing what awaited them on the other side.
Alrighty.
The Legion of Storm found a land whose people looked like us, but darker, almost feral. Deltras wondered, could these be survivors from the Cataclysm? The people who called themselves Asmodeans approached the Legion. Their spokesman was Lord Zekel, an Empyrean lord before the Cataclysm. Many suspected that Zekel had been responsible for the tower's destruction. Regardless, Deltras greeted Zekel like a long-lost brother. But Zekel attacked the Seraphim Lords. Deltras and most of his Legion gave their lives for Elysia on that day. When survivors from the Legion of Storm returned to us and told us of the Asmodeans' crime, we grieved for our lost heroes. And then, we took action. The Seraphim Lords declared war on Asmodee. Every one of us wanted to avenge noble Deltras. Days later, we fought the Asmodeans and Balar in the Abyss for the first time, but not the last. Not until we stand alone, victorious.
Alright, we stand alone victorious. Alright, such a modesty. Your worth has already been proven 100 times over, Synergy. But the Abyss is a terrifying and innately hostile world. A void filled with cruel beasts that demonstrate their speed, strength and intelligence, and cooperation. Ours is the righteous path. We are Aion's chosen, but there is still this final test we must endure before we truly deserve our paradise. Do you understand? I do. I am glad. I fear sometimes that my words are lost on others who have not seen what I have seen. Those whose roots are not as deep as mine. The test you're about to take judges your physical progress. You will battle your ascended brothers and sisters, Head to the Colosseum and speak with Renos. He will give you further instruction. Faith in arms. Faith in arms. Alright. Here I have something to do. Let's go into attack his mission.